In this video, we're going to walk through a case study to show you how to break down your unit economics and calculate your customer lifetime value for an e-commerce subscription program. My name is Eric Andrews, and I'm the Director of Commerce Strategy at Ordergroove. And in the next few minutes, you're going to learn step by step how to break down the metrics for your e-commerce subscriptions so you can boost your revenue and optimize your profitability. Okay, let's dive in. Okay, so first let's talk about who this video is for and establish a couple definitions. So this video is for e-commerce and retail businesses who want to learn how to calculate unit economics and customer lifetime value for subscription customers. So let's talk about a couple definitions. So first is unit economics. Unit economics is the framework of measuring your financial performance on a per customer basis. So the customer lifetime value falls underneath the unit economics framework, and the customer lifetime value is the lifetime gross profit a business makes on its relationship with one single customer. So why do unit economics matter? So fundamentally, if you cannot make a profit on your relationship with each individual customer, you can't make money overall as a business. And so by focusing the magnifying glass on improving the economics of your relationship with each individual customer, you will optimize your entire business. So this allows you to see what's going on more clearly inside your business. Okay, so let's get into it. So now we are going to talk about how to calculate your unit economics and customer lifetime value. So step one is first, you need to break out the subscription business. So certain businesses are subscription first, meaning they're totally direct to consumer, 100% subscription businesses, and certain businesses have sort of a non-subscription and subscription components. So we want to just break out the subscription business itself and all of the COGS for the subscription business. And then we need to take those numbers and convert them into per order and customer lifetime metrics. So let's do that. So here we have a subscription e-commerce business. And these are the monthly numbers. So let's say this was the most recent month. So orders, we had 3,265 orders, and the net revenue was $735,000 of net revenue. Now, I like to break the COGS into two separate sections, one about product and one about fulfillment. So product COGS, we're saying, is the manufacturing cost, so $161,000, then the import freight and the duties and taxes. So your total product COGS is $201,000, and that is the cost to manufacture your product and get it to the fulfillment center. Now your fulfillment COGS are the costs to get the product from the fulfillment center to the front door of the customer. So this, of course, is pick and pack and packing materials. So this is packing your order. There are usually other third-party logistics charges like certain labor and storage inside the warehouse. Then your largest fulfillment cost, of course, is shipping, $52,000, and credit card fees, $21,000. So your fulfillment COGS are about $100,000. So your total gross profit is your revenue minus your product COGS minus your fulfillment COGS. And we're saying that's $434,000. And by the way, if you're working in e-commerce, a lot of times people refer to the gross profit as your contribution margin. So if you hear that, just know that you're referring to sort of this same concept. And in our case study, we're saying that the gross profit is 59% of revenue. So first, let's break down our per order unit economics. So this is how you do it. So instead of looking at 3,265 orders, we're going to look at one single order. So for the one order view, what you need to do is you need to take your revenue and divide it by the total orders. So looking at it this way, you can see that we make $225 of revenue per single order. So now we're just going to go ahead and do this for all of the different categories on the COGS side as well. So you can see that the manufacturing cost is about $49 per order, and you have import, duties, and taxes. So your total product COGS, it costs us about $62 to get the product manufactured and get it into the fulfillment center. Okay, so now let's do that exact same breakdown, but for the fulfillment COGS. So if we go down to fulfillment and we break everything down on a per order basis, you can see that pick and pack was about $8. Also, that includes packing materials. Shipping was about $16. So it costs us on average about $31 to get the product from the fulfillment center to the customer. And the per order unit economics view is a really helpful way to look at your numbers on a month-to-month basis, because you can very quickly see if you're having improvements or you're having worse performance in specific areas of the business in a way that's difficult to see when your numbers are consolidated. So I recommend doing this every single month. Now finally, for your gross profit, you have your total gross profit divided by orders. So this means that we make $133 of gross profit, aka contribution margin, on a single order, and a customer pays $225 for that order. So now that we have our per order unit economics broken down, we can start to look at the customer lifetime value view. But before we do that, I want to say one quick thing. If your brand is looking to drive recurring revenue by launching or offering e-commerce subscriptions, Ordergroove is designed to deliver unmatched customer experiences that extend customer lifetime value for ambitious, fast-growing merchants with large order volumes. The leading brands in the e-commerce space have chosen Ordergroove to power their subscriptions, including companies like the Dollar Shave Club, L'Oreal, La Colombe, PetSmart, and many more. If you're doing over $1 million in subscriptions and need advanced capabilities like prepaid, memberships, and bundles, or if you're on a homegrown system and want to lower your technology costs and innovate faster, come book a demo with us to learn about how you can take your customer retention and recurring revenue to the next level. Also, you can download this free Excel template linked in the description below, and don't forget to follow Ordergroove on LinkedIn to stay up to date with the latest subscription and recurring revenue trends. Okay, so to look at the customer lifetime value, basically what you need to do is you need to take your per order economics and multiply it by the total average orders in the customer lifetime. So the only thing we're missing here is to figure out how many orders on average does each customer place. It's not just one order, it will be multiple orders. So there's a few different ways we can figure out that number. So I'm going to show you the two most common ways to calculate the customer lifetime orders for subscription businesses. So method one is the churn rate. So first, let's look at the churn rate. So the churn rate is the monthly cancellation rate, or it can be the order-to-order cancellation rate for subscription businesses. So that means when someone comes up for a renewal, do they cancel the subscription? So in our scenario, we're saying that 32.2% of our customers are canceling. So the way we can calculate our lifetime orders is there's a formula you can use to convert your churn rate into the average lifetime orders, and that's 1 divided by the churn rate. So if we're dropping 32% of our customers per month, the average customer will make 3.1 lifetime orders. The second way to calculate this number is to use customer cohorts. So even if you have the same data, this is a more precise way to look at it because you'll understand the timing more accurately around the customer lifetime itself. So here's our situation. So we have basically a sequence of lifetime orders. So the first order in a customer lifetime, 100% of customers obviously place that first order. Now the second order, how many of the customers make it to order 2? We're saying that only 60% of the customers make it to order 2. What about order 3? We're seeing that 50% of customers end up placing 3 orders. Order 4, 30% of customers end up placing 4 orders, then 25, and you can see we drag this all the way out to order 12, where we only have 1% of our customers actually placing 12 orders. So you can see here this exact cohort retention data showed on a chart, and it shows how many average orders does each customer place. So in order to calculate the customer lifetime, which is an average, you can basically just add up all of the retention data And you'll see here that the average customer is placing 3.1 average orders. Again, this is the data that represents the same set of customers as the churn rate. So now that we know that our average customer is placing 3.1 lifetime orders, we need to plug this back in. So what we do is we take the average lifetime orders and we multiply it by the per order numbers. So you can see our average customer over those 12 months is spending $701. It costs us $192 to manufacture those products. And then it costs us $95 in fulfillment to fulfill those 3.1 orders. So on our average customer, we're making $413 of lifetime gross profit. And this is also known as your customer lifetime value. So the customer lifetime value is the total lifetime gross profit your company makes on its relationship with every individual customer over a period of time. So $414, this tells us if we acquire a customer tomorrow, we are predicting that we will make $414 of profit on our relationship with that customer, even though we only make $133 on the first order that they place. So this tells us how much we can spend in marketing to acquire that customer. And so our average customer acquisition cost must be lower than $414. Hopefully it's much lower so that we can actually make a profit on that customer. So that's really what your customer lifetime value tells you. It tells you how much you can spend on marketing and how much you predict that you'll make in profit off your relationship with each individual customer. Understanding baseline unit economics and customer lifetime value is key to scaling e-commerce subscriptions. We hope this video has been helpful. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave a comment if you have any questions, and we'll see you again in the next e-commerce strategy guide YouTube video.